Hi everyone, this is me Sakshi. Once again, most welcome back to my channel Practice English Together. And today I am going to share your 2 steps that you need to follow to start your English. So if you will follow with a great determination and passion and continue your practice, definitely you will be good at expressing yourself. So without wasting time, let's begin. So your first step is don't hesitate to keep your words or don't too much focus on learning the grammar. As we know that hesitation or nervousness is a part of learning. We don't feel while in the process when you try to put ourselves in this process, so on this time we face this kinds of difficulties, and this is common for everyone. Yeah, over the time we overcome this thing, but when you will able to overcome this just by practicing, just by keeping your words, and just trying to focus, learn the vocabulary and some sentences, sentence formation, and you can also watch the conversational videos, so that will help you a lot in making the sentences and learning the vocabulary. Or you can listen to your favorite teachers to whom you like to listen and you want to be like them, because this will make your learning very interesting and you will try to put yourself in this process. So these all are the way to divert your mind to feel hesitate. But if you will focus on these things and if you will work on these things, definitely you will not feel much hesitate. Yeah, it's a part, at some moment or some time it will come over, but only you can escape or you can overcome just by practicing, just by working on it, just by diverting your mind, because this is the things in our hands and we can't control other things which are not in our hands, so it's important to focus here. And second, practice, practice, practice. So for that you have to take out your notebook. Practice is the only way to get what you want. So how you will do the practice? Just take out your notebook and write first speaking. In the speaking part, what you are going to do, you have to take your cell phone and you have to record yourselves, and you should not worry about what you are going to speak about, what topics you have, and whatever you know about any kind of topics or about yourself, about your like or dislike, about your great personality or about your friends or about your teachers, whatever the things you have in your mind, try to speak over whatever you have, just try to speak. If you are so confused about you don't have anything else to speak, so on that time you can, that is very famous story, our childhood story, that is a thirsty crow, turtle and tortoise. These stories are very famous and you will find more, or whatever you know the stories in Hindi, so try to translate them in the English language, in the English only. In this way you will able to check yourselves, you are making the sentences or you are able to use the vocabulary or not. But if you still finding lots of difficulties, lack of vocabulary, lack of sentence formation, in this case you just pick up a story or anything else you are interested, read that same passage, same small passage again and again until you feel enough confidence to express yourself or try to record yourself. This is the only way, because what's your aim? Your aim is to speak, to make the sentences, to express yourself. As a beginner, this level is most difficult because we feel so stuck to speak, we feel so hesitate, we feel so we want to show ourselves to be perfect. So it's good to be perfect. It's not a bad quality, but it will come over the time. We need to keep this thing in our mind. Otherwise, we'll be so frustrated and will not, apply or use any single step to improve ourselves. And second, listening. Do lots of listening every day. In the morning you can do. When you get up, morning, choose afternoon or evening or night. Before sleeping you can do lots of listenings, or just you can divide your time 15 minutes morning, 15 minutes afternoon, 15 minutes evening, or 15 minutes night. Like this way will give 1 hour. Sorry for the listening. By doing the listening, your mind will also learn to grasp the sentence structure, pattern, and formation. This way we'll also learn the grammar. So that's why in the starting I was saying that you should not be worried about the grammar. You keep listening, lots of listening in a repetitive way. So that's best ways to learn or acquiring the knowledge, because these things is listening is the most important, I think. Still I give preference to this listening. What's happened, I don't have much time. Also balance my writing or speaking skills. So that's why I give most important to listening. You can also, if you are listen in a repetitive way, not this time, you can also imitate your speakers for the clarity. So words or sentence will go and sink into your mind. Also in this you can add tongue twisters or English song. So this will make your learning crispy, because you will not feel bored or fed up doing the just listening and listening. So sometimes you will also enjoy. You can also enjoy listening the English song. So that will help. That will also give the full of clarity. I tried many English songs. Two English songs I practiced, and I realized that I also learn some vocabulary from that. So that's, and third, reading. In the starting I was little bit good at the reading. I barely understand the paragraph. On that time I buy a book, and that was, you very know about this book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. So before sleeping every day I used to read that book, only 1 or 2 pages, because I could not get the meaning. And also I was not fast at the readings. I took lots of time to understand 1 or 2 sentences in a repetitive way. I tried to read to get the meaning. Like this way almost 3 months I did, or more than that, and still sometimes I do. But before I was I used to keep the consistency. But now lots of things are need to do. That's why sometimes I do, not every day. After that I also read like books, Rich Dad and Poor Dad, Eat That Frog, Atomic Habits, that is now most famous, and many more. And if you enjoy novel or comic stories in which you are interested, you just read that once, so you will also enjoy. And also need to understand that you are the one who can find a good teacher, so they can make your learning interesting. If you are not able to find it on everyday life, so don't worry. There on the YouTube there are lots of great teachers, you can find and follow them, but according to your interest, to whom you like and want to listen, help you in a much better way. Fourth, writing. Same as the reading, I said I choose a book and I used to read 2 or 3 pages. Like the same way, we can also write. You can use writing. You can write about schedule. What are you doing in the whole days? Stories, small stories. Whatever you have in your minds, you can try to write. and this way you will also be creative writer, not only speaker but also creative writer. You can able to create your content for yourself, because now it's great, it's in great demand. So you can also work on your writing part. 5, thinking, I want to say that, and there's no fixed time. You just sit and start thinking hours and hours, minutes and minutes, and this will not effective way, as we know that thinking any kind of job, even in the night. You are sleeping, something will jump, sudden something will come in your mind. There's no any particular time, so you can try to write. If you feel that you often forget the things, so on that time you should note down that things, so you can use that later, because this will be your own idea, not the others. And if you will create your own ideas, so you will be more confident about yourself. So that's why I am highlighting this thing here. Don't press yourself to think in English only. Yes, it's important, but this will not come in the one day. Daily thoughts will come anytime. So on that time you have to collect your random thoughts, or if you don't want to write, you can keep in your minds. So anytime you can use that. But if you will do so, you will be more accurate in your thoughts, in your opinions or views. So that's why it's important. So that's all for today. It's a great time to talk to you. And I say just 2 stages. First, you should not, if I was summarized just about 2 things, and you should not feel hesitate or don't too much focus on learning the grammar, because it will come over the time. So if you are searching for if you are mean nobody is perfect, and also will automatically you will see over the time, not at this moment. But you can make a small thing perfect by collecting your thoughts, by presenting them in a better way, whatever it's either speaking or writing, because presentation is also matters a lot. So I feel a problem. I have lots of knowledge, but what's happened, I could not able to present that in a better way. And I feel like that, yeah, it's wasting. I'm not using that. So do learn, and also at the same time also implement. As much learning is important, that much implementation. So thank you so much for your time. See you in the next video. Thank you.